Hi, I'm glad to welcome you. Now it's time to consider the shape of a mouth and lips with their individual features in different people. The shape of a mouth and lips, as the shape of a nose, is also difficult to describe in one word. They have a complex shape. When describing the appearance of a particular person, we use nevertheless figurative comparison that do not fully describe the shape of the mouth, but give a hint on some features. Can you remember the words used to describe the shape of the mouth and lips? I can recall some description of this type. For example, compressed lips. What is very thin, about non-existent lips. Droopy lips, lips with droopy corners, or full opposite to compressed lips, cherry lips, bright, plump lips. If we continue the vegetable analogy, we can imagine the head like a melon, when the mouth area should protrude somewhat, and we can show this by adding the cut side of potato. Now, if we cut horizontally a slice from a potato, we get generalized lip shape. To add more similarity, let's cut out the vertical groove from above. This is a philtrum. And for more plausibility, let's depict the chin protrusion with a smaller potato cut, which will cut off the bottom of a large potato. Does it look like a mouth? In my opinion, in general, it does. But it should be noted that the line of the mouth is not limited by area of protrusion. The corners of the mouth go a bit further than the potato on the surface of the cheeks. Let's take a closer look at the shape of the mouth. First, we draw the line of the mouth, when the borders of the lips we draw just by arcs. It is the same as it was in our potato shape. But now we are going to add some roundness. Let's draw in middle of the upper lip a circle, cherry shape. There will be two cherries on the lower lip too. All these three round lines together form the curves of the mouth line. In the middle it is usually bent downwards, and two reverse bends go towards the mouth corners. This shape of the mouth line resembles a schematic flying bird drawing, or M shape with rounded corners. Let's add a philtrum, and now the front view of the mouth is ready. In side view we see the shape of the mouth very clear too. Let's take a look at how the profile line goes. Along the protrusion of the upper lip, then along the protrusion of the lower lip, and further along the chin. Let's repeat this profile line on our drawing with the mouth front view, and we'll get the mouth side view. I'll make the side view part a little darker and erase all the rest. All the specific features look about the same, but in side view we see only half of mouth. Let's consider some variants of mouth shape. In the first variant, the midpoint of the mouth line and corners will be on the same level. Lips will be not big, neither thin, of medium volume. The philtrum will be of medium width, clearly drawn. I'll draw 3 cherries and, using their bends, correct the M shape of the mouth line. In the second variant, corners will be higher than the midpoint of the mouth line. Lips will be thin. The top middle cherry will be of small size, and instead of 2 lower cherries, I'll draw 2 olives. The philtrum will be narrow, clearly drawn. Please note that the width of the bent down curve on the upper lip, called Cupid bow, is always equal to the philtrum width. In the third variant, corners will be lower than the midpoint of the mouth line. Lips will be plump, voluminous. The philtrum will be wide and shallow. The top middle cherry will be of big size, 2 lower cherries a bit smaller. The top cherry doesn't touch lower ones, therefore instead of M shape the mouth line has a reversed U shape. Let's resume. The main key features of similarity of the mouth and lips are as follow. Level of mouth line corners in relation to its midpoint, the size and volume of the lips, the philtrum width, and how convex its borders are. Now let's check if everything was clear to you. Ready to draw some mouths yourself? I have selected for you 3 mouths. There are clear differences between them. It has to help you fulfill the task. Ready to get started? Then pause the video and try to depict the mouths that you see on the screen. Later on, I will show my drawings and talk about the distinguishing features of each example. Good luck in your drawing! So, how are your drawings? It was a difficult task. Let's compare what you did draw with my drawings one by one. Top example. Corners are higher than the midpoint of the mouth line. The M shape of the mouth line is very clearly visible. The philtrum is of medium width, not clearly drawn. The top middle cherry is of medium size and 2 lower cherries look more like 2 olives. Middle example. The mouth is small, the distance between its corners is less than the distance between the eye pupils. Lips are very thin, the corners are lower than the midpoint. The M shape of the mouth line is very clearly visible. All the outlines of this mouth are straight. It isn't possible to describe its shape by cherries. The philtrum is wide. Bottom example. The distance between corners is less than the distance between eye pupils. But lips are very plump, voluminous. They look like a donut. The midpoint of mouth line and corners are on the same level. The top middle cherry is inside the other one, the bigger cherry. The lower cherries are big too. The philtrum is wide, clearly drawn. Are my drawings similar to yours? Take a closer look at your drawings and check out if some key features of similarity are missing. It's all for now. I hope you learned something new. I wish you happy sketching. See you soon.